I went to see Never Let Go, the new horror thriller starring Halle Berry, Anthony B. Jenkins, and Percy Daggs IV. Never Let Go is about a mother and her two sons who are the only people left at the end of the world. They live in a secluded cabin in the forest. They're the only ones left in the world except for this other entity called the evil. The evil stays on go. If they step away from the house and the evil has a chance, it will snatch them up. So in order to protect themselves, they tie themselves with these ropes to keep them tethered to the house, which the house is blessed, so it's special. The mom drills into them, never let go, never let go, never let go. But when one of the boys does let go, another one of them starts to question their reality, which leads to some terrible consequences. The two child actors, Anthony B. Jenkins and Percy Daggs IV, understood the assignment. They did a fantastic job. However, I knew what was up when I saw the trailer, which is not a deal breaker. That's why I still went, because I was interested in the details, the who, the what, the why, the how, and I did not get that. I didn't get the details. So I'm going to talk about that. Spoilers ahead in 5, 4, 3, 2. If you haven't seen the movie yet, and you want to save this and come back and let me know what you think. One, let's talk about it. Talk about setting your children up for failure. I knew it was all in her head from the trailer. Now, I will credit Never Let Go with making me doubt myself at a certain point, specifically after she bites it. And Sam chases after the girl and he untethers himself, and then he starts seeing things, and then he starts being affected. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Was the little girl evil? Was the helpful man also evil? And then once Nolan himself starts seeing things, Nolan is my anchor in this movie. But let me tell you, I knew from the trailer, and then once the movie started, when Sam became untethered, and she Mama comes, she saves them, she's hugging them, and the evil comes, and she's the only one who can see it. I was like, but what sealed the deal for me was when they were in the house, and Nolan went into that little hole, and she said, "It's time to cleanse your soul." I was like, oh, you are having a religious like you're experiencing a religious psychosis. You ain't with us. And so I did doubt myself once Sam started seeing things, and then Nolan started seeing things for sure. But then the paramedics showed up. The firefighters showed up. I was like, okay, so we're back to like this was all in her head. Cool. But unfortunately, there are a lot of things that I was interested in knowing and learning about Mama in particular, which the movie never told me. Why did the boys start seeing stuff? Well, they have been brainwashed since they can remember. They have been brainwashed since they can remember. They have been put through psychological and emotional stress by their mom. Imagine always being told that there is something out to get you, Christians. As someone raised Christian, something's out to get you. The evil is going to get you if you don't do this. So they've been under psychological and emotional stress. They are malnourished. They just went through the trauma of losing their mother. And I think for Sam in particular, once he became untethered and he was alone in the forest, I think he got scared and he leaned on what he knew, which is that there are monsters. So he started seeing monsters. He was told that if you ever let go of this rope, you will turn into a monster. So his real tether, his mother, is gone. He feels guilty about her death. He thinks he could have saved her. And so like he breaks. And then for Nolan, remember Nolan said, I will never let go of my brother. And so then for his brother to be attacking him, he also breaks and starts seeing things and starts seeing his mom and stuff like that. So that's the explanation for that. So what about the picture? With the lizard, and then Sam saying she loved me more. She loves me more. The picture is a selfie. It is what Sam sees. So Sam, in addition to the house burning and his deathly face, saw a lizard like touching him. That's his psychotic break. And then as for she loves me more, I actually kind of hate that because I think it's just there to F with the audience. But because like there are two explanations. One, Sam really did say that, and he was messing with Nolan when he said he didn't say it, which doesn't make any sense. I do believe Sam when he said he didn't say that. Two, He remembers that Nolan had said he said that, and so he just said it at the end, which doesn't make any sense because he's out of it. 3, which is likely, it's a nod to the audience, probably, that like Sam is in trouble. Sam is going to need intense therapy because he has completely bought into what his mom taught him and he refuses to see the truth. So, who, what, when, why, how? I already knew what. Mama's gone in the head. So I was really looking forward to learning more about her, learning. She's the reason for this season, as I like to say. She's the reason why this world exists, why this movie exists, why we're here, why the story's interesting. She's the reason why the boys are going through what they went through. So, what was the inciting incident that made her break with the world, with reality permanently? We never found that out. What happened to her? When did this start? Was it when the boys were born? When did she leave the city? She told, I think Sam said that, no, she said that her father came to the cabin after the world ended. Like he brought her mom there. I think that's a lie. I don't trust anything that she told the boys except for that she killed them folks. And the only reason why I believe that is because the mom confirmed it when she hallucinated her, and so did the ex-husband / baby daddy. Because when I saw that picture of her, I got the sense that she was a sex worker and she ended up pregnant by this man. The man said that you haven't told the boys the truth about my death, because if you do, you'll have to tell them the truth about who you are. But they never tell us who she is. They don't give us her background. When did she get to this cabin? Why religion? They did kind of lean heavily because they're always saying this blessed house and all that stuff. But why religion? The mom said, like her mom said that like she sat in her chair and so she kind of like tanned her hide essentially. I believe she grew up in a violent home, so I believe she was stressed out consistently as a child because her mother was abusive, but like they didn't tie that to anything. They didn't anchor her to anything. What happened that made her break? When did this start? Did this start when she was a child, when she was a teenager? I do believe, again, that she killed her family because the mom said she poisoned her, and the baby daddy, the husband, I think they were married, said that he had a wound. It looked like a gunshot, but like, so I believe she killed them, but where? In the cabin? Did they all live together? Did she kill them in the city? Is she wanted for murder? Is that why she had to leave the city? Why did she kill them? She told Nolan when he locked her up, she said that I lied, I brought the evil into the house. I don't know what that means. They never really explained it. I'm also unclear on if the boys actually knew their father, like if they remember his face, because Sam asked her, do you have a picture of dad? And she said no. So I don't know if the boys have memory of their father or of their grandparents. Not having answers to those questions really hurts the movie, in my opinion. Mama doesn't exist outside of her mental illness. The movie tells us there is a real world outside of the one she concocted for her children, but the movie does not position her in that world and tell us what was she like outside of that. What was her context? What was the bigger context for her? It doesn't give us that, and it really harms the movie, and that is why I give it 2 stars out of 5. Mama is incomplete, and so the movie is incomplete. If you've seen this movie, let me know what you think. Also, to be petty, I don't know why they made those boys twins. You purposely casted them 2 different shades. I don't want to hear nothing about black families contain multiple shades. Stop. That's always the cop out. Like, why do they need to be fraternal twins? Unnecessary. But yeah, let me know what you think.